Hi guys, I hope you're well. In this video I want to discuss two big bench press mistakes, and these are two things I discussed on Instagram recently. However, I thought I'd do a slightly longer video for YouTube to go into these in slightly more detail. And these two big bench press mistakes are two things I see all of the time. And the first is just allowing your shoulders to roll forward within the bench press, and I must admit this is something I still occasionally struggle with myself. This is just an inefficient way to perform the bench press. Also, it puts you in a position where you may pick up some shoulder injuries as well. So focus on making sure that that chest is nice and high. Focus on creating a small arch in your back. Focus on pulling those rear delts back. Focus on squeezing them shoulder blades together and making sure that chest stays nice and high throughout the movement. This will really dramatically help to keep your shoulders in a much safer position, but also allow you to engage the chest more within the bench press. The second big mistake I see people make is people not realizing how important the legs are within the bench press. There's a couple of things they tend to do. One, they allow their feet to shuffle, or two, they're just not really bracing their legs properly. Now, with regards to the squat, bench press, deadlift in particular, you need to realize that any lack of tightness means lack of power, and these free lifts in particular, as well as other exercises as well, and therefore if your legs aren't braced accordingly, you're losing power. So really focus on squeezing them glutes together, focus on trying to tuck those feet underneath the bench as much as possible, and making sure that those legs are as braced as possible, and probably focus on actually driving your feet through the floor. This is a great cue to help with a more powerful bench press. Really focus on driving those feet through the floor. That's what you want to imagine, a little bit like when you're performing the deadlift. That's the feeling you want to try and create within the movement. Drive their feet through the floor, keep them legs as tight and braced as possible, and squeeze those glutes together. So hopefully with these two mistakes you can maybe look at your own bench press and think, right, I can definitely improve upon that.